Have you ever wondered there's truly an edge to the world? A place where Earth just ends. While the idea of literal edge is more the stuff of ancient myths and conspiracy theories than reality, the thought is fascinating, isn't it? Of course, let's get one thing straight. The Earth is round. Yeah, I said it. Come at me, flat earthers. Science and logic are on my side. But even if our round Earth doesn't have a physical edge, there are places that give the feeling of being on the brink of the world. Take, for example, Ushuaia in Argentina. Known as the southernmost city of the world, this place is often dubbed as the end of the world. Or the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. You probably know that from Harry Potter. But Ushuaia or Cliffs of Moher aren't the only places that give off that edge of the world vibes. There's another spot far from the southernmost tip of South America or the corners of Ireland.
It's about 2 hours after.
Welcome to the base of Preikestolen base camp for this beautiful hike. This is one of the major hikes in Stavanger. As you can see, the name is right here. So this is the last point where the buses can bring you. We took the Pulpit Rock Tours bus, which is right there. There are many other buses. You can come yourself as well and just use the facilities here, purchase something, go to the restrooms, get some water if you need to. I already got the water, so we're good. This hike is 2 hours going up and 2 hours coming back. So overall 4 hours, and really looking forward to it. We're gonna check out some of the facilities here, what are some of the things here, and then we're gonna go ahead and start climbing to the Pulpit Rock. Let's get started.
Unlike Ushuaia, where you can just feel like you're on the edge of the world just by being there, Pulpit Rock makes you work for the privilege. You'll need to lace up your hiking boots and take on a 4-hour trek through some of the Norway's most breathtaking landscapes. And let me tell you, every step of the journey is totally worth it. The adventure begins at the trailhead near the Preikestolen Mountain Lodge, about an hour's drive from Stavanger. As you start the hike, the path is deceptively easy. Wide gravel paths, gentle inclines, and well-marked signs greet you.
We have just started the hike to the Pulpit Rock. It seems pretty easy so far, nothing major. Of course, when you're hiking, you don't need as many layers, so we have just this t-shirt and then the pants, and that's it. And as you go up, you're gonna see some beautiful views of the water, some mountains. We go all the way up, and that's where we go.
It's almost enough to lure you back into thinking, this isn't so bad. But don't be fooled. The trail soon reveals its true character.
We came all the way from over there, and now we're here. We're about 10% done with the hike already, so quickly.
The first major challenge comes about 20 minutes in, when the trail turns into a rocky climb. These stones aren't exactly jagged, but they're all over the place. It's the nature's way of saying, you thought this would be easy, did you?
So far it's been 0.4 kilometers, 400 meters, and we've gained an elevation of about 300 feet. We go all the way to the top over there.
After conquering the initial climb, the trail levels out again, leading to a quiet stretch of woodland. Here, the air is crisp and smells of pine and sunlight filters through the trees in the golden streams.
What a beautiful view.
It's a short break, almost as if the landscape is rewarding you for your struggle.
We've come about halfway, and now just 2 more kilometers to go.
Birds chirp softly in the background, and every so often you'll pass by small streams trickling over moss-covered rocks. This part of the trail feels outworldly.
We're making progress. As you can see, it seems like we are at a halfway point, but we're really not. We're like 40%, and that is the Preikestolen, the rock that we're going to right by the ocean. Let's keep walking. We have an open field now. Looks like a marshland, some beautiful rock, and then we've got a nice bridge that we can go through. Beautiful.
Don't get too comfortable. The toughest section of the hike comes next. This stretch is a series of steep rock faces that force you to use your hands just as much as your feet. My legs were on fire, my hands raw from the jagged rocks, but the fear of looking like a quitter in front of all those fit Norwegians and the ladies kept me going.
After hiking just a little bit more, maybe like 200 meters, you come to this amazing point where you see these rocks and then this water body, small one, but it's all across this rock. It's nice water coming from all the way top from the glaciers, and check that out. So from here, going to the Pulpit rock is about 1 kilometer. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people just come and relax here. The view of the water is pretty cool. So you can just relax, maybe enjoy a light meal, some food, something, and that's it. So we have to go all the way over there. Like we have to climb that mountain. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have to climb that mountain, and on the other side is when we would see gold. Marvelous.
Every time I glanced back, the view of those Norwegian fjords was my reward. The higher I climbed, the more the world opened up. And when you hit that last bit, you get this full-on panorama of the Lysfjord, a calm, deep cut through the earth surrounded by these massive cliffs. It's so stunning, it literally takes your breath away, and not just because your lungs are screaming from the climb.
You're soon arriving at the Preikestolen, the Pulpit rock. So this was formed by melting of glaciers over 10,000 years ago, and it is the most iconic natural wonder in all of Norway. This is a 604 meter high cliff, and you'll experience the Lysfjord and find some of the most dramatic views of fjord Norway has to offer. Beautiful. We have almost made it, and now you go through these narrow passages and you can see all the way over there.
And then you arrive.
Mind-blowing. We made it. Yes! Made it to the Pulpit rock.
There's nothing between you and the drop. No railings. When you stand at the edge with the Lysfjord sprawling out in the front of you and the wind pulling at your shirt, it's like you're wobbling on the edge of the earth itself. Looking down from Pulpit rock is both a scare and a rush. The fjord below seems endless, and the drop is so sheer that if you fell, it genuinely feels like you would never stop falling. It's the kind that really puts you in that perspective of how small and fragile you are in the face of nature's grandness.
This is the spot which has this beautiful edge, and there's a line, as you can see, to go to the spot for the picture. Very, very organized people are. Look at this, all of this line to go to the final spot, and then you can have somebody over there taking pictures for you right there.
Some hikers were snapping photos, others simply sitting in silence, taking it all in. Some brave souls leaned precariously over the edge to take the perfect selfie, while others stayed at a safe distance back, clutching their backpacks nervously. Sitting there with my legs hanging off the edge is a feeling unlike any other.
So we are here at this edge where this is very important exercise for you to overcome your fears. Really, because nothing's gonna happen. Look at this. Look at this. It's only 600 meters, and of course you're not jumping, you're just at the edge. And you've sat on a table and not fallen so many times, but then still there's a fear. And to overcome that fear, you have to get this therapy. You have to just be here and experience yourself being here. So this is an amazing reward for the 4-hour hike that we did, and now we're gonna go ahead and reward ourselves. The hike that was supposed to be 2 hours, we did it in 4 hours. Actually 3 hours 33 minutes, not bad.
Yay!
And then we came, it was 3 miles, and the elevation was 1133 feet. Amazing. All right, now it's time to eat something, so we'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.
All the struggle to get there, the sweat, the scrapes, the muscle burn melted away. Time just kind of paused, and it was just me, the rock, and the endless blue expanse of the fjords stretching out below. The way back down is no less challenging. While the steep descents are easier on the lungs, they're harder on your knees.
We have started to come back now and going to the base camp where we're gonna take a bus. So right now it's 5:30. We've been hiking for 21 minutes and we come across this beautiful water body where the water flows from here and then it goes there. As you can see, it's like a beach. It's beautiful. All right, guys. We made it back. It's 6:32 and we started, I don't know what time, but maybe like 11. So this was an amazing hike, 7 hours. Usually it's only supposed to take 4. But it was fun. The rest of the people are coming slowly. I am soaked and you're getting some nice ice cream here and coffee and other things. So I'm just gonna take a chill pill, relax, and so we have somebody who says hello to the YouTube channel. It's always fun to have people. So anyways, I don't want to eat empty calories, so I'm not sure. I really have to decide what I'm going to eat or if I'm going to drink something. I don't know if they have a beer here, but that would be really refreshing, even though that has carbs, but doesn't matter. Bottom line, this was a great hike. If you're in Norway, you gotta do this. This is one of the best hikes, and the best part is that it's not as tough as tourist Piney like I did in, or almost did in Patagonia, or even the other hikes. So great experience. Again, signing off here from Stavanger, Norway, doing an amazing hike. All right, see you in the next one.
So, is there an edge to the world? Maybe not in the literal sense, but places like Pulpit Rock come close to capturing what it might feel like. They remind us of the vastness of our planet and our place within it. If you ever get a chance, I highly recommend making the trek. Who knows, you might just find your own edge of the world. Never mind, that line sounded cool in my head. All right, see ya.